fourth grade production of The Baker's Neighbor. Setting: a street in an old town, Manuel's Bakery is at the right. There is an outdoor counter with shelves for display of pastries in the front of the bakery, and a wooden table and stool near the counter. Across the street, at the left, is the patio of Pablo's house with a bench, chair, and chairs on it. At the rear of the stage, there is a flowering tree with a circular seat around the trunk. At rise, it is an early morning. Manuel comes out of the bakery with a tray of pies, which he carries to the counter. As he is putting the pies on the shelf, Pablo steps out onto his patio, sniffs the air, and smiles with delight.
Good morning, Baker Manuel. Your pie smells especially delicious this morning. How did you bake last night?
Solemnly.
What is it to you, Pablo? You're never buying any. You just smell them every day. You stand there and fill your nostrils with the fragrance of my pastries. It's amazing there's any flavor left in them. When my customers come to buy them.
What makes me happy to smell your pastries? You are the best baker in town. That's what it says.
Well, why don't you buy a pie or a cake and take it home, and then you could smell it all you want.
Oh, but if I buy it and eat it, I couldn't smell it anymore.
Snorting in disgust.
Bah!
When he finishes setting out the pies, he goes into the bakery with an empty tray. Pablo crosses to the counter and inhales deeply, closing his eyes in delight. Manuel returns with tray of pies, cakes, and cash box. He pushes Pablo away from the counter.
Hey, take your nose away from there. I can sell those pies if you don't skip all over.
Pablo saunters back to his patio. Manuel places tray of cakes on the counter, then carries cash box to table and sits down.
Figure out you found your money, Manuel.
Manuel ignores Pablo but empties coins from cash box onto table. Pablo then sits a chair and watches Manuel with an amused smile.
How much did you take in yesterday?
None of your business.
He inspects each coin carefully, then writes in a small notebook, adds figures, scowling and mumbling to himself. Carlos and his sisters enter left. That they stop when they see Manuel, counting his money and talk quietly together. Gracious, what a lot of money! Papa says the bakery has made Manuel the richest man in town. If he's that rich, my goodness, he's not good. So that's because he is a miser. A miser doesn't like people, only money. The more money he has, the more he wants, and he keeps it all to himself. He never shares it with anyone. Catching sight of Pablo, there's Pablo! Enthusiastically ad-lib. Hello, Pablo! How are you? Good to see you. Beaming at them as he gets up.
Hello, my young friends. Hello, you're up bright and early.
We are going to the bakery. Carlos is going to treat us. I helped Papa pick these and he gave me this. He holds up a silver coin.
You're a good boy, Carlos.
Starting across to the bakery. Come on, let's see what's there is. Children crowd around the counter. Look at those coconut patties and the jelly roll. Yummy. I don't know. I sort of like a cake. Impatiently.
Well, young fellow, what do you want?
To our nose.
Keep your fingers off that pie.
I didn't touch it.
Come on now, hurry up. And besides, this is a waiting room. I have to make a living. What rent and taxes? It's as much as I can do.
How much is that cake with pig frosting?
You can't afford that. Show me your money. You can have
out his hand to him. He shows. What can I buy? What can I buy with my money? I want something for all of us.
You can afford Tabakua tarts. And I'm giving them away at the price.
He hands tarts to Carlos.
Here you are. Now take the tarts over to Pablo and smell them.
He puts Carlos' coins with others on tables, sits down, and makes an entry in his notebook. Carlos passes out cards to his sisters as they cross to the patio, offering tart to Pablo. Have a bite.
Oh, thank you, Carlos. You earned it. You eat it.
Pablo, why did Manuel say we should let you smell our tarts?
Oh, he's annoyed because every morning I stand here and enjoy the smell of his freshly baked pies and cakes when they are right out of the oven. Ah, what fragrance. It's as if the bakery had burst into a bloom.
If you could be a beautiful smell, Pablo, instead of a man, would you like to be a beautiful bakery smell? Laughing.
Haha. Well, that's a new one on me. If I were a smell instead of a man, of course, the comical library.
Cleaning.
It's good for
Yes, what you eat like you did. What sound would you like to be, Pablo, if you weren't a person?
This minute?
Any minute.
Let me think.
Suddenly, he slaps his knee.
I have it. If I were a sound instead of a man, I choose to be a song. A happy little song of child's heart. Or turning up in a boy's whistle like this.
He whistles a merry song. What sound do you think Manuel would like to be? That's easy. He'd be the sound of gold pieces jiggling of coffee. I'm going to ask him. She goes to the table where Manuel's putting his money back into his cash box. Well, may I ask you a question?
What is it?
Alex? If you were a sound instead of a baker, what sound in the whole wide world would you choose to be?
All the idiotic noises, clear out of here and stop bothering me. I have better things to do than answer that stupid question.
Isabel returns to patio and Pablo goes center.
It hasn't taken you a long time to count your money, Manuel.
You can put that on Samantha.
I wouldn't.
Please excuse our...
That's right. I don't care much. Come on.
What? Jessica's turn.
Manuel, it wouldn't take you long to count yours.
It wouldn't take you long to count yours.
That's right. I don't care much. Come on.
You're too lazy to earn it.
Oh, I work, but I'd rather sit in the sun and take advantage of all the small, everyday pleasures that life has to offer.
Like smelling my pastries, I suppose, without charge. Shrugging.
The air is free.
It's not as free as you think.
What do you mean?
I'm going to make you pay for all the pastry you smoked. I've supplied you with for many years.
You can't
Smiling in the face. But I do. You stand outside my bakery every day and smell the pies and cakes. To my mind, it's the same as taking them without paying for them. You are no better than a thief, Pablo Perez.
I've never took anything that didn't belong to me, and you know it. What's more, I haven't done your business any harm. Why, I haven't even helped it. People often stop when they see me standing here and going to buy something.
Children giggled, then began to talk Manuel and run around sniffing. I smell raisins. I smell spice.
How much does it cost to smell the smelly or good?
I smell your cat hurt, Penny. He snatched biggest peppermint and sniffles and laughed. You laugh on the other side of your face when I get the judge.
When you get who?
The judge. Hold on. Okay. The judge, I'm going to tell him the whole story. I'll show you. I'm not joking. The judge will make you pay me. He grabs his cash box from the table and exit left. As the three women enter right. They come downstairs. They come downstage and question the children. What's the matter with Manuel? Will he be back soon? I want to buy a cake. So do I. What happened? He looks so angry. Where's he gone? Extra ad lab. Look, he's going to get the judge. He is angry. He is furious. The judge? What for? He says Pablo will have to pay for smelling his pies and cakes. To Pablo? He wants you to pay him for doing that? He can't be serious.
Oh, yes, he is, but I think it's very funny.
He laughs and the woman joins in. It's ridiculous. Everyone who goes by the shop smells his pastries. Is he going to take everyone in town to court? They are all in blaze of laughter. When Manuel returns with the judge, followed by several villagers, to judge. There he is! Here's the thief. Calm yourself, Manuel. It has not yet been proved that Pablo is a thief. First, he must have a fair trial. He sits down at the table and in a moment for two chairs to be placed. Eating games. Villagers in the playroom gather trees and on patio with children. They whisper and talk to each other. They seat themselves.
In all my days, I'd never heard of a case like this before.
How can a man distill the smell off of anything?
I expect the judge will listen to the bigger story. Money for spilling this case. How silly. He sells as much bread and pastry as he can bake. What more does he want? Manuel loves money and he doesn't sure to get more of it. Quiet, everyone. Court is in session. I'm ready to hear Manuel Gonzalez Baker against Pablo Frias' neighbor. I will hear the baker first. Manuel, tell your story. man, Pablo Perez, comes and stands outside my bakery every day. Does he block the way? Not exactly. Does he keep other people from going into your bakery? No, sir, but then what does he do? He stands there looking at my pies and cakes and smelling them. That pleases you, doesn't it? Please me. Far from it. Look here, Your Honor. Every night I mix the flour and knead the dough and slave over hot oven while that shiftless, good-for-nothing Pablo sleeps. Then he gets up in the morning, as fresh as a daisy, and comes out here and smells the fine, sweet pastry I've baked. He takes full value of his free daily luxury. He acts as if it was his privilege. Now, if I ask you, Judge, is it right that I should work so hard to provide him with this luxury without charge? No, he should pay for it. I see. You may sit down, Manuel. Now, Pablo Perez, it is your turn. Pablo stands. Is it true that you stand in front of Manuel's bakery and smell his cakes and pies?
I can't help smelling them, Your Honor. Their spicy fragrance fills the air.
Would you say you enjoy it?
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, I am a man of simple pleasures. Just the smell of the bakery makes me happy.
But did you ever pay the baker for his pleasure?
Well, no, sir. It never occurred to me that I had to pay him.
Pablo Perez, you will now put 10 gold pieces on this table for Manuel. Gonzalez. Villagers gasp. Manuel looks pride and delight. Stunning.
10 gold pieces for smelling the air around my own house?
Do you have that amount?
I guess so, but it's my life savings.
Where is it?
In my house.
Get it and bring it here. Slowly, Pablo crosses patio and exit left. Villagers talk to each other desperately.
The judgment made Pablo pay.
Pablo is an honest man.
I don't see how the judge pull in the baker's favor.
Why is richer than the judge himself? And now he's going to get poor Pablo's savings. It's not fair.
Silence in the court! Manuel.
Pablo returns sadly with precious, but it's on the table before Judge Manuel rubs his hands together to judge. I knew Your Honor would do the right thing by me. Thank you, Judge.
Not so fast, Manuel. Empty that purse on the table and count the gold pieces one by one.
Grinning Catholic. Yes, Your Honor. I must make sure I haven't been cheated. How kind of you to remind me. He says precious and begins to count excessively. Judge watched Manuel as he floating figure each coin.
It gives you great pleasure to touch that gold, doesn't it, Manuel? You enjoy it.
Oh, I do. 8, 9, 10. Here, Your Honor, and none of it is false.
Okay, please put it back in the purse. Now return it to Pablo. Now return it to Pablo.
Return it? But you just told me, Pablo, to pay it to me.
Put away your money. No, wait. I did not tell him to pay it to you. I told him to put it on this table. Then I instructed you to count the money, which you did. In doing so, you enjoyed Pablo's money the way he has enjoyed your cakes and pies and other ways he has smelled your pastry, and you have touched his gold. Therefore, I hereby declare that the case is now settled.
He rapped twice with his barrel. Manuel painfully shoved first across the table to Pablo and returned to leave. Judge stopped him.
Not so fast. Not so fast. Just wait a moment, Manuel. I hope this has been a lesson to you in the further think less about making money and more about making friends. Good friends and neighbors are better than gold. And now, if you please, my feet.
Oh. Yes, Your Honor. He opened his cash box, kneeling by. Judge closed his lid.
Put away your money. There's been enough fuss over money already today. The fee I'm asking is this. Pies and cakes for everyone here. Free of charge.
Monroe nods his head, and in successful village of the children cheered, then they rushed to finish their piano and help themselves. Monroe goes to the bakery and gives more
Alright, if we could have everybody get in and do it now. Let's go. Yeah! Everybody! Woo!